Hello, everyone. In this video, I'll be giving a demonstration of how you can use some of these code navigation features that we presented to sort of explore a part of a code base. So first, let me just show what part of the code base we're interested in. Now, you can treat this as if, a manager tells you that you'll be working on sort of this feature in the IDE and only gives you a sort of like high level overview from the product perspective. And then you're expected to sort of identify the actual source code that interacts with this, output in the product, and then be able to then edit that source code. So let me demo what we are interested in. And specifically, I'm interested in under this format menu option, this comment out region. So suppose I've, just highlighted 3 lines of code. I go to format and I do comment out region. It looks like it just does this double hashtag, which will comment out a certain line in Python. And then conversely, I can do this uncomment region and then it'll remove that. Okay. So that's the feature that we're interested in. How would I go about sort of finding where this is in the source code? There's a couple options. Let me just show you 2 sort of approaches where you can identify this. Of course, if you would like to stop the video and try this on your own, this is a good time to do that. So I'll give people an opportunity to pause and try that on their own. But now I'm going to show maybe 2 methods that you can actually quickly use to identify where in the source code the comment out region feature is actually coded up. And so one, which is rather straightforward and hopefully something that you already take the liberty to do, which is looking at the readme.txt file. So this readme file, if you haven't discovered it yet, shows, what each of the files in the idlib code base is actually doing. And one thing you could actually do, you could Command F for format, because we did know that it was in the format menu option. And we see that there is a file called format.py. And then what we could do is actually go to the format.py file and then maybe just like explore this file, right? We can take advantage of the outline view. Remember, outline view is something that we went over. I'll click this little icon here, which is collapse all. And now I can look through, these different files. It looks like there's a get comment header there, a reformat comment. If I, expand this format paragraph, maybe I'll, be able to keep looking through format region. Okay, and look, under format region, it looks like comment region event is right here. Another sort of straightforward approach, suppose we didn't actually know where to go ahead and start. I'm going to do a global search. So remember, this is Command Shift F, and it'll open this icon here. And I remember the name of the option. Remember, under format, it was comment out region. So I'm just going to start typing out comment out. Okay, and then, we do get a few of these different options. I'll just start maybe here in format.py and just click on this one. And what do you know? It takes us to the comment region event function. And it looks like this is the implementation for when we want to comment out each line in the region. The comment here says this double hashtag is appended to the beginning of each line. So this is great. We've sort of identified, the actual source code that is, related to the comment out region menu item. And now let's just go through and see if we can use some of these code navigation techniques to get a sort of better understanding of what's going on in the code base here. So I see that we have these 4 variables: head, tail, characters, and lines equals self.get region. So here I'll take the opportunity to do a command click. Okay, so if I hold down the command button and press click, you can see it actually goes to the get region. All right, let me just show that one more time, doing a double click. I can do this double click on get region, and all I've done is do go to definition, and that will take me to get region. Then I can look through get region. It looks like what it's doing is it's finding the overall text, getting maybe the first and last positions that we have selected. It gets the characters and the lines and then returns that. So maybe I think this is like sort of returning the region that the user has highlighted. And now to go back to where I was before, I'm going to do control minus. Okay, remember control minus and control plus are how you can sort of step to your previous and next cursor locations. So if I do control minus, I go to get region, I'll press it one more time, and now I'm back to the comment region event, okay? Same thing, I could do this command click or go to the definition of set region. And set region looks like maybe it's the opposite of get region, where we earlier had just gotten access to, the lines of code that a user has highlighted. And by setting the region, we are actually now updating that region. So let me just do command minus to go back. And then let's say I'm interested in seeing this like comment region event. Okay, so now I can see like what are the places that actually invokes or calls the comment region event function. So I could do find all references. And when I do find all references, you could see we see 4 results in 3 files. So one is in editor.py. It seems like, okay, interesting. We got taken to this bind command where we are binding some string that says comment region to, I guess, the actual function that's comment region event. Another reference, okay, so this just took us back to the format.py, and then it looks like we have 2 references in test format.py. So these are the test cases that test our certain function. We won't get into the test cases now, but this is at least helpful to see where comment region event is called, and it looks like this editor.py file has some sort of like binding between a menu item and an actual function. Maybe it'll be a little bit more useful. Say, let's go back to the get region, doing a command click. And now from get region, I'm interested in the references here. Okay, interesting. So it looks like there's a lot of references. Remember, this is references to get region. If I click here to this, sort of like second result, it looks like this gets called under indent region event. Okay, and then this next one, dedent region event. This next one is comment region event. That's where we just were. Then uncomment region. We have tabify region and then untabify region. Okay, so interesting. It looks like we have sort of all these references to get region, and then it looks like these methods also typically call set region. And so we're starting to see some pattern here, right? I'll just do a command click back to get region. Let's just do, go to references one more time. This opens it up in like a maybe more short form version where you can sort of peek at each of the references. And then say I wanted to go back to the comment out region function now. Okay, so there's a couple ways to do this. One which I want to go over is command T. Okay, if I do command T, you see it opens up this search string in the very top here after this hashtag. Command T is the go-to symbol in Workspace. A symbol in VS Code just refers to any sort of like method name, class name, object name that would be identified by the sort of like backend language server that VS Code uses. So remember the function that we wanted to go to, I think it was comment region event. So if I do comment underscore region, and there you go, you can sort of search for it, click on it, and it takes you right back there. And then another sort of approach, remember, I think I was still in this. So let me go to get region. I just did the go-to symbol, and I'm going to do get region. So remember, I was in the format.py file here, and I wanted to go to another method in that file. Something I could do is just look at the outline, right? I can quickly browse through this outline. I can see, okay, we're at set region, indent region. I think comment region is right here somewhere. And then once you find it, you can click on it and you get taken directly there. So I hope this was useful to show how some of these code navigation techniques that we went over can be put into practice to help you understand a part of a code base. Hopefully you can use some of these own features when you're working on the assignments or working on any open-ended task that you may be required to work on. Hope this was useful.